and we're
Favourite Disney song ever?
rolling.
Oh, look at this. Bought one of these.
Well, that one.
Casio.
You not got the proper comedy. This is for people taking it seriously.
No, this is for the minimalist.
That's for the ones who think it does still need to look okay on my wrist.
Yeah. not like I'm fucking going diving.
This is for people like me who don't care. They care about the comedy, about the jokes. I don't care how it looks.
What you can track there.
A chunko.
Silencers.
I when I'm doing gigs underwater, 10 meters or less. No, this is because it buzzes. It's a vibrator. I've got a wrist vibrator.
None of that surprises me.
How much does it vibrate?
Plenty.
Yeah, enough that if he straps it around, you know what. 3.
It's not for comedy, it's for fisting. Right, let's start the podcast.
3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome. It's a fist punch. It's my new thing.
It's because I said fisting. And anyway, sorry.
Yeah,
go on.
subliminal.
Okay. Fist punch. Let's do it.
3, 2, 1. Hello and welcome to All I Do Is Fail. I am your host, Tom Elwes, and I'm joined today, as ever, by my co-host, Mr. Ali Woods.
Thank you so much, listeners. Hope you're having a wonderful week. Tom Elwes, Big Tom, Skinny Jeans. How are you?
T-Money in the house. I am great. You know that? I'm great. And you know,
that's a father talking right there who said T-Money in the house. That's a man with a child. It's good, actually. To be fair, very Phil Dunphy, Modern Family. What's going on with you?
He's my idol.
He's cracking, isn't he?
Yeah,
I mean,
that's my dad. I've started to dress like him, so this is, I'm one step closer.
For those watching on YouTube, we are dressed like the Cursons, so we hope you enjoy that. Colour coordinated.
Sweet blend.
This is how our lives are going. Tom, if you're just listening, Tom is in a shirt, a nice Ralph Lauren number, shock. A little bit of crease, could have done with a little bit of an iron, but generally looking okay.
And Ali.
And I have come dressed as someone who's lost their shelter in a hurricane.
Yeah, I'm assuming you were given that T-shirt for free at some kind of event.
100%. No, not an event. Mooch gave it to me.
Second hand.
Do you know
from
why?
Mooch.
Do you know why?
Why?
I sucked him off. No, wasn't that at all. He gave it to me because he said it was. Get this, from Mooch, said it was too big.
Well, you are looking a bit bulky, so it doesn't.
It's called muscle gain. I'm on the mass building part of my diet.
Yeah, I'm bulking for summer.
I'm bulking. Bulking. When it gets hot, I'm going to sweat that all out. Just be left with lean, muscular.
I get real swollen, bulky just before the heat. That's good.
100%.
Good. Sweat in the folds.
Yeah, I want. It's that under boob sweat. I want. That's the one I want.
That's when you made it.
Someone was talking to me about a comedian who was in one of those hot rooms in Edinburgh.
Right.
And
still died.
He saw his show a few times, and he wore a clean shirt every day. And the sweat just went down his, and I was like, you could have put like the show ends here down, so when the sweat reached to the bottom.
I would have just, why not a vest underneath? One of those sweat stoppers, just a nice little absorbent vest going.
I think it's part of the look.
Part of it, you want them to know you're working. You're doing Tony Blair.
Where Tony Blair, James Brown, that's what Patton Oswalt said about his comedy and that. But the thing is, I think the difference with comedy, he was like, I want to be like James Brown. I want people to be like, oh, he's working up there. But actually they just looked and went, he's so gross. Can't pay attention to the jokes.
Disgusting.
That's disgusting, yeah, basically. Did you enjoy the live show, Tom?
I did. Thank you for everyone who came down to the live show. You made it. It wouldn't have been very live without you. And you know what? We had a brilliant fucking time. And yeah, we hope to do more in the future. Yes. How did you find it?
Oh,
yeah.
Jesus Christ. I found it disappointing.
Okay.
I thought there'd be more. I thought there'd be people sort of trying to get in, trying to knock down the doors. I thought when we walked down the stairs I thought we'd be mobbed.
Right.
But actually, there's Tim and Alan. I'm feeling.
Yeah. Were you most pissed off that they didn't sort of carry you out, kind of you're a hero style?
No.
Like Spider-Man?
I dropped down into the crowd and they moved out of the way.
That was it. It was awkward when you went for that stage dive.
Jack Black School of Rock style. Actually, in fairness, I had an absolutely wonderful time. I had a great time. It was good that we've solved racism.
Perfect. Yeah. But that's why my initial hope for the outcome of the podcast was that we would solve racism to just nail it.
Yeah, because every other race has tried. It's time for the white man to give it a go. So I'm really happy with everyone who came, and thank you so much to all the gang. I'm talking lady with the dog. I'm talking other lady with the mum.
The work party.
I'm talking Vinny.
Yeah.
All the crew. Obviously, it was great to meet Shalou.
Yes.
Whose yard work has been known on this podcast.
Shout out Shalou for coming all the way from Amsterdam as well.
And also someone came from Reading as well. I didn't actually get the name of, but thank you very much.
Yeah, that's impressive.
Incredible. I mean, it's slightly worse. As soon as I said someone come from the Netherlands, I was like, fuck off, Reading. Jesus. Anyway, I could go to Reading right now, mate. You know what I mean?
There's trains till
do you
1
like
a.m.
Do you like the podcast or not? Yeah? Fucking hell. Anyway, Phelan is in the house. Phoebe, how did you enjoy the live show? How did you find going up on stage with me and Tim?
I loved it. It's great. I found it weird that no one thought my outfit was a joke.
Was it not a joke? I thought it was serious. The cheetah
outfit was
you're wearing a cheetah outfit. That's how you normally dress like that.
So that's my fear, that I've actually blurred the lines between fancy dress and my regular everyday clothes.
It was always a thin line.
It was always a thin line, but now even I'm not sure anymore.
No. You've gone Inception. You need to spin the little thing and see what's happening. It's like when you are in an awful relationship and you're like, but it's fun. It's just funny. Like, I think it's just a bit of banter.
It's what we do. She gets drunk and hits me.
Yeah. Like, but like everyone gets that it's a joke, right?
Come on.
That's where we are. But how did you enjoy the audience and live show? You said it was the first time you've been on stage for a while.
Yeah, it was actually. I'm back on stage tonight actually, and I haven't performed solo for a very long time.
Do you want me and Tom to come down and perform with you?
Sit in the front row?
Can you just come up on stage with me and just do one line each of we can do like one word
each
of a poem.
Oh, let's do it now. Ready?
Okay.
You start for
Yeah, you do the poem and so you do the first line and we'll
fill
come in.
Do you want to know the first line of my first poem?
Please, let us know.
Everybody loves a squirter.
Okay. Oh.
I'm more known as a flirter. It's a limerick, isn't it? Tell me up.
I got all the squirt on my shirter.
There you go. That's your first poem done.
Thank you.
Have you got any others?
I do have others.
All right, let's do another one.
Okay,
then.
one more.
Oh, you want a first line of another poem?
Yes, please.
Poem, yeah.
They never tell you.
Do they?
Who am I?
Oh, yes.
You got you got to click. You got to click.
So everyone does that. Do you remember when I brought my friend who's also she's a poet as well, but she has the self-respect not to get involved in podcasting, and she came up to Edinburgh. Do you remember that time when? And
oh yeah.
and we're comedians, so we're bottom of the barrel when it comes to performing work. But she was like, yeah, I do poetry, and then you're like, what, really? And then just start going like, well, you click. Everyone's just like that. And she was like, yes, actually.
She got really offended.
Did she? Oh, no. Oh,
There's quite a few pints in.
I was drunk and I was like, oh, what a fucking loser.
Yeah. Because also we were in a group of male comics ripping on each other. And so she actually just entered that. But the pace of the ball moving was... We
were like, jump in.
Anyone else got any rip on? We're ripping on poetry now, guys. She's a poet. Who's got a slam?
Andre's like, yeah, you fucking suck.
Exactly. Dude, have you not just tried not fucking talking about it? Jesus.
I think unless you are a really famous, well-respected poet, you've got to have the humility to just be. You are pretentious, really. Just deal with it.
It's quite pretentious often, but it's quite high art. I think, but it requires people to.
It's not necessarily.
Okay. Well,
but no, it's not.
Trying to help you out there, Phoebe.
No, I was trying to say it was good, but yeah.
No, but not necessarily. Like anyone can write poetry.
What's bad poetry?
Well, it's subjective, isn't it?
In your opinion?
Okay. I once watched a guy just make up poems on the spot.
Good.
But,
yours two of them, mate, just now.
Free poetry. I'm into it.
Yeah, he had like no real structure though. So it wasn't like, oh, I'm gonna create something with the audience. He was just on stage. He hadn't really got the audience's attention. He was just like stating things that were around him. He was like, burger, barbed wire fence, but it wasn't even that. And
you could do that. It could be like shipping container can't contain her.
Oh! That was quite good. That
Tom,
ship
do you
has
wanna-
sailed.
Do you want to take my spot tonight?
It's some ASMR.
Yeah.
You know what? Actually, once I was performing a poem and I forgot the lines halfway through, and people clicked like to keep me going as a sort of like, we're still behind you, and that was actually quite nice, to be fair.
Yeah, it won't get that here.
Sort of.
Won't get,
Oh God, I don't know if I want that sort of kind of
But that is what we know in comedy, because I think comedy is different in that if someone heckles and goes, keep going, it's a terrible heckle.
Yeah.
It means the most
you're fucking up.
worst.
Oh, really?
Yeah, because it means like it's so patronising, like, you are bad, but it's okay, we're friendly audience.
We
Like,
wanna have
they're
fun.
at least they're trying to help you get there.
it's worse. You'd rather have someone be mean, and then the crowd can get on your side, and you can come through it and be really. But I think keep going suggests that we know you, because we know
you're flailing.
we know you're not good, and it's
Yeah.
like in comedy there's a reason why you're talking, and it's not because you're expressing something really deep. It's because you're trying to make them laugh.
Yeah.
So whereas I think poetry could be something maybe quite tough and quite personal, so people are like, no, we're here.
Yeah.
Have you ever had anyone, just with poetry, is there running themes that a lot of people will cover over and
Yes.
over again? So
Yes.
I'm assuming breakups and things like that.
Yes, COVID, obviously.
COVID.
What?
COVID. Yeah, there'll be like little COVID poems about like bringing us all
COVID.
together.
What's the advice that the government gave? It was stay alert. What was it?
yeah.
Hands, face, space.
Space.
There's definitely someone going up
This
there.
government.
Hands,
Yeah.
face, space.
No, that's
space
a
is what you gave me
Yeah.
when I needed your hand,
Yeah.
and now I must face the truth.
You're the disgrace.
Yeah.
That's a GCSE drama piece.
Oh,
That's-
I thought they were
think.
the same thing.
Depends who you ask. Subjective, isn't it? That's cool though. I would actually like to see some live poetry. Some like.
Well, come tonight.
I can't. I've got better things to
He's
do.
in Brighton and I'm
Yeah.
busy.
Thanks,
Going
guys.
to watch an action film because that's actually something that people enjoy.
What film are you watching?
I'm not actually watching a film. I'm going to see my friend down at a pub because I was supposed to see her on Saturday and now the gig's been moved. So I'm going to see her and she's
Why
recently
don't
got a
you
new job.
make that pub the pub that I'm going to perform in?
You know what, I would, but so the way it's worked is that she's actually celebrating her friend.
This is so long and out. Yeah. So basically, what happened was like.
Yeah, no, I wouldn't, mate. I would,
she
but
can make it up
hang on.
as-
Oh wait,
as-
sorry. What's that?
You can't.
Oh, are you emergency?
Yeah.
Oh, tonight, mate. Oh, so I was gonna go to this poetry thing, mate. No, because it's boring, but my mic's gone down.
Mine's gone as well.
No,
Okay.
it was just sabotaging.
Oh, okay. So people have said that should have been done years ago. We've never been this place. Imagine if someone said, "Mike's never on."
Just coming in for free, just for a laugh.
So her friend is celebrating that her last shift at the pub. So she said, "Well, I'm going to that, but you can come and see, and like we can hang out there." So that's where I'm going.
Nice.
Where's your pub? And people.
Maybe King's Cross. Well, there's no point. No one's going to.
It'll be too late. No one's going to come. There's no point. No one's going to come.
That'd be cool. I'd like to see what a casual poetry fan looks like as well. You know, it's quite a niche.
I
thing.
imagine they're sort of quite.
Cardigan wearing.
They're the sort of people who, when I went to do English literature at the University of York and graduated with a 2-1.
Okay, well done.
So, so
You did fine. Is what you should have said. Yeah.
So, the lecture halls of English literature at York University
Yeah.
was what I would describe as, now don't take this the wrong way, Phoebe, but this is what I think the poetry audience would be: mousy-looking women and
Great.
pathetic men. Now look, this was 2012.
Am I a mousy
It was a
looking
different
woman?
time. No, you're a pathetic man. But no, but I'm not saying. But you're on stage. You're not quite the audience. I think there's.
But I am. If I go to an event, then I'm the audience.
You stick
Now,
around, not a comedy, mate. Fucking zip in
how
and zip
many
out.
men do you think go to poetry readings with the mousy women, just hoping to get laid, but
To
are
try
not
and
actually fans?
get them
of
to touch
poetry?
it. They come up to do men come up to you after you perform poetry, Phoebe, and go, yeah, no, that was really good. It's funny because I thought you were going to take it in this direction, and then you actually took it in this direction. Anyway, I'm a feminist. I don't know if I told you.
No, I don't think that's happened yet.
Oh, okay.
I haven't performed that much, to be honest.
Oh well, tonight that might change.
Tonight's the night, baby.
Tonight's the night.
No, Phoebe, you're going to smash it. It's going to be great. You're
It's
actually
going
going
to
to
be
smash it.
So here's something for you. Have you
Riddle
done
me this.
Have you done? Riddle me this,
Yeah.
Batman. that's going to be my future. So have you done the 5 languages of love test?
Oh, what? Yeah. Oh, my girlfriend has done this so many times. My love language is being left alone. Quiet space allowed to be left alone. Watching the football for 90 minutes without an interruption. That's my love language.
Yeah, and hers is quality time and
gift giving and affection. All of them, basically.
Well, I did this recently.
Okay.
Right? Wasn't prompted. Just thought maybe I'd try and figure it out.
Okay.
So my top one was acts of service.
Ooh.
Weird. Okay.
Which is, so you don't know what this is, guys.
And that makes that is very interesting because you're a comedian.
You've done the love languages.
Yeah. Of course I have. I gave you a flipping jade necklace. Of course I did the love languages.
Old school. Mate.
Yeah,
Okay.
right. So
she's
listen,
on 15 languages.
Classic
not even
mousy looking girl behaviour.
Right, listen, this is so interesting. So your love language is acts of service, and you want your main job to be a comedian where your act of service is to make other people happy and make them laugh.
Okay, well, I did it wrong then because I read. So anyway, well, let's. So love language, if you don't know, is an online test you take, and it has to be 100%
very
true,
official.
as all online tests are.
You ask a survey of up to 12 questions,
which tells, it's like 9 if you're not. If they just say skip the last if you're not.
They've got the gist after 4. They know what's up.
5 multiple choice A, B, and C. They're all very similar, but it basically tells you. I thought it told you how you like to be loved. Not how you like to give love.
Well, it's kind of both.
Oh, okay.
Because if the way that you give love is how you understand it, right? So that's why. Have you ever been in a relationship where you're like, why? I don't understand. I'm like doing everything right, and this person is still not gelling. It's because your love languages may be different.
So here we go.
Interesting.
So there's acts of service is one where, you want people to do stuff for you, and you want to do stuff for other people. You want to be your relationship to be practical. What's yours, Phoebe? Quality time.
I don't actually know because it could be words.
Words of affirmation. That's when you say how great.
You're great.
Because I need a lot of that.
I hate words of affirmation. I don't even know if I have. I genuinely think my love language is to be left alone watching football. Like, I'm serious. Like,
no.
If someone gives me a gift, I'm like, oh no. And if someone says something positive about me, I'm like, oh no. That could just be my repressed British side. I don't know.
Yeah, maybe. I think that's what that is.
Yeah.
That is tough. But did you have a conversation with your partner and they went your language is wrong?
Yeah, so many times.
No, this is how. By the way, have you met Tom's partner?
I've actually not yet.
I've not either, but this is how she sounds.
Okay.
No, Tom, you've got to do it properly.
Wow, that is the worst accent I've ever heard.
Well, she's from Swaziland. But no, Tom, you got to do it properly, mate.
Yeah.
Your love
Did she ever
language
call you
is supposed
mate?
to be the
is
same.
She like, oh, Tom, mate?
So she's not. She's Melbourne, so it's very soft, her accent. But she's got some friends who are like, get fucked, you fucking fuck. That's her mum. But like, yeah, it's a.
What's her love language?
Oh, words, touch, all of them.
Affection, basically.
All of the language, all of them.
Not for me.
I think mine
not
might
for
be
me.
all of them.
Yeah,
but also
gift giving.
Gift giving. I don't necessarily care about receiving gifts. Like if someone gives me a gift, that won't necessarily mean, oh, okay, you care about me. But if I care about someone else, I quite often give them gifts.
See, me, if I give a gift, it's more a competition. Like if I get her a gift, like I'll get a really
2
good
free
gift.
tickets to Vauxhall Comedy on Tuesdays. No, I'm busy, so I can't go.
I'll go really hard on gifts, but because I want to win. Like I never want to be in a situation where I've been given the worst, like a better gift than I've given.
Oh, really?
Yeah, so I'm always like, I want to win.
But
like
then
Christmas.
in that way, you actually lose in that sense.
I mean, financially, yeah, but like overall, I'm definitely won.
But then do you just give it to them and they like it and you go, ha! Got ya!
Yeah.
Ha, you idiot!
Yeah.
You idiot!
No, what I do is much more
knew you'd love that inscribed dragon figurine
Yeah.
because your mum left it. I knew it!
No,
I knew it!
For me, it's actually, I open what she's given me and it will be like a pair of trainers. And I'll be like, oh, that's so sweet. I got
You
a
go,
pair of trainers.
yeah,
Oh.
sure. And then she puts it
Yeah.
aside.
Oh, that's lovely. Oh, what did I get you? Oh, yeah. Oh, we'll see. Okay, I win.
Yeah. Oh, just wait. And then they open it. They go, "This is lovely," and then you go, "That's box 1."
Yeah. Find the others. Treasure hunt's on.
The treasure hunt begins.
She is actually winning here, so she's there like he thinks he's winning every time.
She's there going,
She's
"Oh
stunned me
no!
here."
Oh no, Tom!
I don't know what that is.
Oh no, Tom!
We need to work on this one.
You got the best present again.
What?
Tom!
That's one of the worst Australian accents I think I've ever heard. You're normally quite good at them as well.
Australian?
Yeah.
No, I did. This would be my Australian accent, maybe. Oh, Tom, you fucking dickhead. No, it's a bit South African. But
I know.
why have you got that? Why have you got that, Tom?
That's still South African. You're still going on with it.
Tom, I
Oi.
fucking think you fucked up the present here.
Aye.
So there we go. Love languages. Maybe we should do a podcast. Love languages. So my love language podcasting is talking the whole time.
Yeah. Not letting them get a word in.
Sorry, I wasn't speaking there, Tom. I wasn't actually finished. Sorry, before you jump in.
Getting approval and reassurance that what I'm saying is fantastic.
Speaking of, yeah, it's true. Speaking of watching the football, you enjoy the Arsenal game on Monday?
No shit, don't worry about it.
Great.
I'm glad if it was anyone, I'm happy that it was Vieira who did that to us, but it was terrible.
Any news to cover? Not really.
Not really.
Rishi Sunak continues to make living tougher. Someone came round and some dude come round to took my belongings.
It's getting hard out here.
No, they didn't. They just came up and slapped me and took my laptop.
Yeah.
Oh, you won't be needing this.
What's your side hustle? I've already said mine's OnlyFans. What are you going to be doing?
Well, have you been contacted by OnlyFans?
Yeah, multiple times to go legit because I know they're trying to go legit. But I'm going unlegit. You know, I need money now, so this is important.
You're getting your dick out.
Yeah.
I would have thought you needed a big penis.
No, there's lots of different categories.
Yeah. Micro's really in.
There's a category. There's something for everyone.
Yeah. Average. That's my whole thing. Like average porn. Like just very average porn.
I mean, I know everything exists, but like, is that a thing?
Yeah, it's more attainable. People will like it because it's like, oh, that's attainable goals for me. You know, when you watch like glossy porn where it's all, beautiful, skimpy, muscle-bound people.
People like me and
yeah, I want the sort of, let's get a couple of pasty guys, just some average dudes.
no women, just dudes.
Yeah, of course.
Banging each other's
Couple
butts.
of dudes.
That is what you watch, Tom.
Couple of dudes just having a wank, watching some porn of their own. That's
that was originally what this podcast was, but now it's much more
we
excruciating.
actually had a lot more subscribers when it was that. Weirdly,
because we've got 6 inches combined. So
I think people will get into it. Just do very average porn. Sort of Sharon from The Office. That's it.
British porn, watching someone wank into
side
flannel.
hustles. We thought of ways of supplementing income. Anyone else got any good side hustles?
Well, I did a memo. Video for someone.
Oh.
Yeah. Today, yeah.
Your first one?
No, I've done videos.
Did you prepare for it?
For a while.
Did you get into character and everything?
No, well, they wanted a specific video about what it's like owning spiders.
Oh, that was porn related. That was weird. And then they were like, could you possibly wriggle around on the floor like you've been tied up like a spider for me, please?
They called it 8-legged dicks.
Yeah. This is going to sound a bit weird. I'm going to need you to cover yourself in cobwebs.
Yeah.
Naked. Naked, please, obviously.
You've seen the human centipede.
Yeah. And I'm just going to want you to writhe like you've been attacked.
Yeah, I want you 8 limbs. But no, that was what they wanted, and I've sent it over, and they seem happy with it. I think that is what I might have to do more of that. And I do want to shout out the lady who asked for this, Adele. Shout out
Adele?
her, because
Adele asked for you to do...
That's what he went by.
Yeah.
It's not...
She went, hello.
Yeah.
I really love fucking spiders. That's my Adele impression.
Yeah.
I love them fucking spiders.
Why is she northern?
Fuck me, I love spiders. Have you not listened to Adele speak outside of her voice? So when she sings, she goes, and then she comes off stage and goes, when I were down, man.
No, she's not northern.
When I were, no,
she's from Totty Tea Town.
She's like, all right, I'm Adele.
No, that's still when cameras are rolling. There's footage of her. So she's got 2 personas. She's actually very strategic. She's very strategic.
Like a lasagna.
Yeah, exactly. She got layers. So there's that. Then there's the, I'm just a bear, I'm just from London. And then that, but she knew, but no one was going to accept her if she came off at the Brits and went, that were right lovely. Singing to all them people up there in them stands. Anyway, Rotherham, we're going to fucking do you this week.
Can't wait
Murder Ball.
For Leeds Derby. Let's go. Yeah.
Anyway, Adele, I want to say a big thank you to Adele because she has started and we're going to call it the official Facebook group for Ali Woods fans.
Oh my God.
And do you know how
many members?
Or do you want to guess how many members it's got?
One, just Adele at the moment.
Bigger.
2?
Yes.
2. You got 2. And I mean...
Maybe. Well, hold your applause. But thank you very
and one
much.
is you, obviously.
And one is me. Yes.
Yeah.
So it's really a group. It's really a Facebook chat, if anything, for me.
It's getting hot.
So one person is in this group.
2 people. I'm in there as well. I'm a fan. I'm like Lady Gaga. You've got to believe in yourself.
Okay.
So, but
Is there anything posted in there yet?
No, I mean she runs it, so I don't.
Oh.
Well, actually, I haven't checked it for a while. I don't think so.
It's a private group. It's just them two. You won't know anyone else join.
It just keeps getting a post saying, "What is your home address? Send it." Weird.
Yeah.
Please do it. We'll pay.
Take shirt off. Send peak pics.
Nah, mate, it's me and Adele just chilling. And me, I'm going, "How are you, Adele?" And she's like, "I'm right up for it this weekend. If anyone knows anything going, could do with a bit of dick." And no, she's not. I'm sure she's having a great time.
Well, thank you for everyone who's subbed to Ali Woods' Facebook. What is it?
Let's
fan
get
page.
it trending.
Ali Woods fan. I think it's called Ali Woods fans.
Fans.
I think
Wow.
it's called.
Ali Woods.
Obviously, it's really should be called Ali Woods fan.
Singular.
But I want to say as well, while we're talking about fandom, thank you very much to everyone who subscribes to Patreon, and for all new Patreon backers. If you want an extra episode every week, go to patreon.com/AIDIFpod.
Ooh. Right. Let's move on to Agony Uncle, but not in a weird way.
Not for God's sake in a weird way.
Exactly.
So I want to go straight to, well, okay, so if you haven't listened to the podcast, firstly, where you been? Secondly, probably been happy. And thirdly, unlucky. So Agony Uncle is where you, the listener, come in with your issues that's going on in your life right now, and we try and give you some advice. We are terrible. So this is really unfortunate. But
you're going to get our best guess. And then
and a few jokes, and we'll try and basically take the piss as much as possible. But we're going to go, and she's really been the feature of this week, I think. So this is going to round off the week. But I tell you, Rawa has come in.
Oh, not Adele. I thought you were going to say Adele.
No. I mean the whole 7 days. Rawa's come in.
Adele says, "Can you both tie each other up like spiders naked and just wriggle?"
She just said, "I'm into scorpions now." And then she said, "I've paid the money."
Could you possibly like feed yourself to Tom and he could eat you? That'd be good.
But you know what? If she wants that, and
she's paying, I'm in.
Yeah,
Don't worry.
we'll do it. So so Rawa, and if you didn't know, on the Patreon backers, Rawa's joined on the Patreon, and she came to the live show, and she came and she said, "Huge fan of Phoebe, love Phoebe, because she doesn't try so hard." With her words,
makes sense.
So I mean, you can't really argue.
Bare minimum effort, Phoebe, is what that one is.
Minimum effort.
Thank you very much.
And we turn up to 11 and laugh at our own jokes. So fair enough. To which I said, Phoebe, come over, Phoebe. This lady here, I've forgotten her name at that point already. This lady here, whoever she is, says that as soon as she said, I love Phoebe, I was like, oh, okay. Is a big fan of yours. Phoebe went, "Oh, that's so nice. Thank you." And then sort of wandered off.
Well, I didn't. I kind of thought it was a joke. I thought you were being sarcastic. So I was just like, "Oh, this is just Ali taking the piss out of me again." Classic.
Never taken the piss out of you.
And then, and it wasn't until afterwards. So I'm very sorry if I came across as rude.
If she absolutely shat all over your dreams.
Yeah,
but,
this is it. It's what they say about the...
never meet your heroes.
Never meet your heroes.
No.
And also what they say about sort of comics is the most sort of relatable, likeable, I'm just an idiot. You know, they're always the dickheads.
Yeah.
And the people who go on and do really dark jokes often come off and they're really lovely. And it's what happens with Phoebe. I mean, Phoebe, what
I'm
a
just
lovely
a dick.
podcast presence. But if you try, she'd be like, "Who? What?
No.
Sorry, have you booked?" No.
Thanks.
Yeah.
No, thank you.
No, she's not, obviously. Words of affirmation, Phoebe. You're lovely. So, Rawa has messaged in. And recently moved to London on my own and realising that making friends as an adult is just tricky without the help of university societies and social clubs.
Yeah.
Any advice on how to do so? Brackets, without, this is where she loses me, without seeming creepy or too eager. I'm
Oh, no,
You're
you've
out.
lost me. Sorry, I'm
Both
out
of
as
you
well.
two are done. I'll take this one.
We have had similar before. We had April who has...
Well, maybe we can be a space to meet each other. Let's put them in contact. There we go.
Yeah, sorry, I didn't read the full message. So I tried to meet Phoebe because she seemed nice, but she was a real meano, and I cried that night.
Don't. I feel really bad for that. You're making me feel bad for that all week.
But this is the only time you've ever made anyone feel bad. So I've got to rinse it for all it's worth. Tom, where'd you go with this one? You've moved to a new city. How'd you make friends?
How do you make friends? Okay, so I know you're saying university societies, but there are plenty of classes you can sign up. There is a class for fucking anything in London. You can do ice sculpture in London. You can do whatever you want. So you need to find something that you're interested in, whatever it may be.
You can do podcast hosting class.
Yeah,
and I got loads of vouchers from that. Never go. I'll never go, mate. I'll do it in my own style. So that's mine. So classes, Tom, potentially.
Yeah, classes, that's the best way for me. I would say sign up to a class. That's what you want to be doing. Get involved in a class, get involved in a hobby. Hobbies that you like and enjoy. That's premium thing. Okay. Even if it's weird. It could be weird and sexual. It doesn't matter.
Spider porn,
scorpion porn, whatever. There's a class for you in London you can take.
It's probably running at Vauxhall.
Yeah. There's a disused office building with fucking something going on that you'll be interested in.
Yeah. Okay, so let me ask this, Tom. Okay, you're into something. You've got a class on something. Let's call it embroidery.
Okay, yeah, cool. I'm there. Yeah, I get it. Knitting club.
I'm a big embroiderer.
Mm-hmm.
Get to the class.
Yeah.
Everyone's a prick. Classic embroidery.
That's going to be
the
more
toxic culture of embroidery. I mean, everyone's looking over at you. Go, call them gemstones.
Yeah.
It's embarrassing. Yeah.
Well, there's going to be more than one embroidery class in London. I'll tell you that for free. So get yourself to another one. Don't give up. If you get rejected from your first class and everyone's like, "What a weirdo," keep going until you find your crew, your people. You got to be proactive with it, though. You won't make friends on the internet. Well, you will, but they'll ask you to do spider porn.
They will. Well, they will. Yeah. They will want something else from you.
Yeah. I would, especially as a young single woman just putting yourself out there. It's just not what the space you want to be on. But, classes, that's the best thing you could possibly do.
Maybe we should do some sort of AIDIF.
Meet and greet.
I don't want to be there.
Lonely Hearts.
No, meet up. So just
AIDIF meet up could be cool, actually.
Like that app Thursday?
Mm-hmm.
And then everyone always meets on the Thursday in a bar. It could be like that for AIDIF Tuesday.
On Tuesdays, yeah. And we always meet at our gig every Tuesday.
And in the break, they have to all speed date.
Yeah. Well, I mean, it doesn't look like she's looking for it doesn't look like seem like she's looking for a relationship. I think.
Yeah, but set up like a speed dating situation. So that everyone can meet lots of different people at once.
Yeah, that could be cool. Yeah, friends speed date. Or Bumble, doesn't Bumble have a friends feature?
Do people really use it for the friends feature?
Yeah,
though?
I feel like there's some dudes out there being like, I'll turn them.
Yeah.
So my friend works at Bumble and he's a product designer there. So he literally comes up with new features. And he was giving me the lowdown on what's good to do on apps and stuff. Right. I'm not on any apps. The only app I'm on is called The Bible.
Okay.
But
what was he saying? What really works on apps?
So he was giving. So it was actually my housemate who's on Bumble, and he was saying what works.
Being a handsome billionaire.
So I think well, as you say,
that's good.
Being tall, fit, and generic.
Yeah.
Sort of works. Well, apparently no selfies.
Okay. Yeah.
Don't put selfies on your profile. Do you have selfies on a profile?
I don't have a profile.
You don't have a profile either.
Well, just pictures with buds or your dog.
But what he says for men listening to this, if you're out there and single and you're on the apps, this is what you need to do. For men, a lot of men don't get their pictures, their friends to take pictures of them while they're doing stuff.
Right.
So all their pictures are just nights out.
It's true.
It's just them with lads with a drink in their hand or on holiday with a drink in their hand. It's always just something with a drink in their hand. What you need to do is take a picture of you bouldering or something like that.
Cool.
Or
pottery class.
Pottery, exactly. All the embroidery, the toxic culture of embroidery.
Juggling. Okay.
Juggling. Well, you still want them to have sex for you.
Yeah. The jugglettes are pretty hot.
Yeah, so. By the way, Phoebe, just on a side note, found out on the Patreon this week that Tom did a year of juggling class at school as an actual part of the curriculum.
Yeah, no, juggling.
What was the curriculum? What was the curriculum?
Being a well-rounded individual, so that's why.
What did you learn in that? Did you do theory as well as practice?
Yeah, there was a little bit.
Year 9. Year 9 juggling.
What was the most that you ended up juggling?
I can juggle 3 balls solidly.
Can you juggle any more than that?
No.
It's
actually easier to juggle 5 balls than it would be to do 4 balls because it's the way in which you you juggle. Did you
ever juggle other things other than balls?
Yeah, a bit of maybe some clubs. I've done some clubs, club action.
You got a C.
Wow.
Yeah, man. That's my school.
How did we
Pretty
not
liberal.
know this before?
I also did breakdance when you're 10.
Did you do that as well?
They brought in like a really cool breakdance teacher, this guy called Zach, and he would wear like a hat like on the side.
No.
Yeah.
He was 48 and from Kent.
Yeah, it was cool, man. It was sweet.
Did he also say brap?
No, he would. I don't know. It was funny.
But I have, Tom, for better or worse, I've seen you dance.
Have you?
Yeah, very. It was very brief, and I
Yeah.
think there was a particular woman who was making him do it because he wanted to get with them.
Yeah.
This was last week. This was years ago. This was, I think, the first Edinburgh.
Quite possibly.
And so are you keeping all that rhythm back for
Yeah, for another time.
when it's
For breakdance, when it's serious.
for when they didn't have the cardboard thing down, so you can
Do
spin.
you have certain songs that you've got like routines to?
I mean, have you seen the film Step Up?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Which?
Well, at one point in breakdance, we had to watch a DVD called Step Up, Learn the Moves.
Oh, this is so good.
No, You Got Served. It was You Got Served.
Oh,
You
which
got
is
served.
Yeah, and we had to learn the You Got Served moves. So.
And you're sort of copying that off someone else.
Yeah.
Did you do the homework? No.
teacher just in front of wheeled out the TV, showed us a bit of You Got Served.
You got served. Jesus Christ. They were just teaching you that you had to say that at that school because you were going to become ice cream men or some shit.
In hindsight, very cushy gig for the old for the teachers coming in there, just teaching the kids for an hour every week.
So anyway, at the next live show, we've got to have you juggle and breakdance. It's got.
I'll definitely
100%.
juggle at the next live show. I'll 100% juggle. No worries. I'll 3 balls. Give me 3 roughly similar sized objects, and I'm good.
We're gonna get if someone's good at sewing or specifically the creation of juggling balls. I want 3 balls with mine, Tom, and Phoebe's face on them.
Yes.
Yeah.
And
That'd be
Tom's
good.
going to juggle them.
And I'll show you off my skills. Anyway, back to solving this. Look, put yourself out there. Classes. Whatever it is, whatever your interest is, definitely don't try and do a class that you're not interested in because you'll find the people boring. Whatever your interest is, just do a class in it. And you'll
Do a
meet
class.
people.
Phoebe, what do you think?
Yeah, just get involved in things that you're interested in. So it's either like a job that's fun or like societies within the job sometimes you have, depending on what you're doing.
What if you don't really have loads of interest? If you just I just like hanging out, watching Netflix, and I do my work, and that's pretty much it.
It's much easier to make friends then in that sense. 'Cause
Film
you just
club.
go out to like the pub or whatever.
On your own.
Yeah, it's pretty hard to get. You can't just like muscle in on groups at the pubs. But
Well,
can I sit with you?
If you come to comedy nights,
Well, this is what we said.
nights, you're having a
Come to
few
comedy
drinks.
This is what we said to April, who messaged in, and we said, "Come down to Vauxhall Comedy on a Tuesday. Come on your own. Come on
did
your
she?
own." And she did. And then she later came with a couple of friends that she's made through work. Well, through work to be fair, but but other Americans. And they sat in the front row, and I took the piss out of them. I didn't realise it was her.
But that's what you want, though. You coming down, having fun, and like if you come down to Vauxhall, you're probably going to get to chat to some people. And there's a few people who come by themselves. So you
Yeah,
can just meet
quite a
and
few
chat.
people do.
Well, we should start
I don't know
that
what
as
that says about us, but whatever.
What's your audience? Can you describe it as an audience of lone wolves?
we sell the most single tickets.
Yeah. But maybe we should have something at the
A
break.
seating or a seating
A
area.
little
Actually, no, I can have a seating area. Sorry, the solo people. Can you say
Lonely Hearts Club, as
Yeah.
you say. Yeah, single people sit over there.
The meet-up. Yeah, basically, if you come to Vauxhall on a Tuesday and at the bar, stand to the left of the bar if you're by yourself, and that could be the AIDIF meet-up. Of people.
In primary school, we had something called a friendship stop. Did you? Have
Yeah,
that?
yeah, I know.
Yeah.
We should get a friendship
No,
stop.
needed to get off there, mate.
Friendship stop. Vauxhall, just me standing there,
Yeah.
just waiting. So I would say, Raha, if you don't want to go and do a club, what I would say for if you're looking to make friends in London is quickly give up. So just lean into urban solitude as much as possible.
Yeah.
Be a loner,
Mm.
and you'll find that the city will treat you better.
Resent everything, and
Yeah.
eventually, school shooter. That's where it normally heads.
Well, this is when actually,
Radicalized by the right.
Actually, yeah. So either you go fully right wing and you get mates that way, or you drop something on the tube, someone picks up for you, and
Meet cute. Yeah.
meet cute.
Yeah. And someone
I think-
goes, you fucking dropped your phone, you
Yeah,
idiot.
yeah. Get the fuck out of my way. Someone kicks it. Someone kicks it, and it drops down that little
Idiot.
crease between the tube and the platform. And then someone goes low, and then Instagrams it.
Yeah, look at this dickhead.
Yeah. But maybe we should do something for the pod because we get this sometimes. We should have some sort of, if you want to meet people.
Friendships. I like the idea of a
Friendship stop.
friendship stop. We'll do side of the bar. If you've come by yourself, you can stand to the left-hand side of the bar
Friendship
and
stop.
come hang out.
And
You know
that's-
what? A really good thing as well, actually, if you want to make friends, it's festival season coming up. Go to festivals. Go
by
work-
yourself.
Yeah, go work at festivals.
Work at
at
festivals.
festivals.
That's cool. Yeah.
Because you make friends that way. Okay,
Yeah.
I see how that is. So, and well, that's good knowledge also for the bullies who might come to Vauxhall Comedy Club, is you know who to pick on.
Yeah.
That you know whose wallets to steal and the friendships stop. But thank you very much, Raoul. We hope you
let us know how it goes.
Well. Yeah,
let us know
do.
how it goes.
And that is true for all of these Agony Uncles as well. Please do check back in and let us know. Shout out to the person who said, me and my friends are fighting over D's nuts, so appreciate that.
Classic.
Yeah.
That's some 2015 banter there.
Yeah. So this is an interesting one, right? Someone's messaged in and said, there is no drama. How do I get some to spice my life up?
Okay.
You're boring.
If you're living a pretty monotonous, boring, repetitive life, how do you...
I can take the reins on this one. Get white, go wasted. That's an
And
option.
what will happen?
Who knows? That's the whole point.
What if they
That's
never
the
leave the
whole
house
beauty
and
of
they're
it.
boring? They just
Now,
get
but the thing, I do get that though, because sometimes I wish that everything sorts itself out, and then when it does, I'm like, oh, I don't get that anymore because adult life is tricky. But
I'll tell you what, you need to sign up to Scientology or a cult, because then you're going to get life interesting real quick.
Come to the friendship stop.
Yeah.
That could be our cult.
A cult, yeah. Yeah, get yourself involved in any kind of cult or extremism of any nature, and I guarantee you there'll be some drama very quickly.
How do you sign
maybe
up for a
start
cult?
the cult. Maybe start the cult themselves.
Yeah,
That's what we're trying to do here. We've been doing it for years. It's
Yeah.
harder than you think to get it off
You
the
need
ground.
a charismatic leader.
Oh,
burn!
What happened to you, Phoebe?
Yeah.
That doesn't sound very much like a word of affirmation.
Yeah.
I was just trying to help. I'm giving you pointers.
So, how do you join a cult? Do you just Google search cult?
Well, they're never going to say I'm a cult, are they? They're always going to be
What
like,
do you do then? How do you start?
hey, come hang out on my
Join the
retreat.
community
It's always a
collective.
retreat.
How do you join a cult?
Well, normally they get some like attractive person from the group.
No, but how do you join
Just
it? How do you
Sign up, pay money.
Where? What?
No,
How do you
look,
find
it's
a
easy,
cult
it's
and
easy,
join?
It's easy, okay? You find there'll be a group of people online. There'll be some articles about shady stuff that they've done. So you just find out who they are and what they're about. You call them up and say, hey, I'm kind of interested in what you guys have got going on. They are going to be very, very inviting.
Yeah.
Cults love to bring you in. You know, they're the whole reason that people join cults is because they're lonely and they want affirmation and friends.
So I think that's a good advice. Approach shady-looking people. I think is the,
only
Yeah.
100% cults.
and say, so what's going on in your life?
Yeah.
I've got another idea. Broadcast lists on WhatsApp.
Right. Yeah.
Yeah.
Just broadcast list. Just put everyone in your contacts on
Yeah.
the broadcast list, and just type out a message that says something like, "Really felt I messed things up. Wish we could have another chance."
Yeah.
And then just see what happens.
Yeah.
That's my plan for when I'm childless and alone at sort of 37. I'm just going to do that and see.
I
what
always
happens.
loved you.
Cast the net wide. Yeah, exactly. Yeah.
Flick.
I wish we had another chance. I loved you. And
I know
then
this is weird today, but I've been thinking about you, bang. Down. Out into the world. Let's see what happens.
Yeah, I think we've solved that. Phoebe, do you reckon?
Yeah, pretty much.
Fantastic. Right. Okay. This is the last one. In love with my married boss.
Ooh.
Brackets.
Oh, no.
Brackets with kids.
Oh.
He feels the same.
Oh. Spicy one.
I know someone that this has happened to recently as well.
Oh,
What did they
Maybe
do?
It's the same person.
Spicy.
What did they do?
Just carry on and pretend like nothing happened.
Were they banging?
No.
Okay.
But
It was
how
all
do
in,
you
it was all
fall
in their
in-
head.
But how do you both fall in love with each other if you've not had any physical connection? People are too crazy now. People are mad. People just watch shit and they think, that's me, that is. I'm that person. I'm the main character and I've fallen in love. You haven't even fucking held his hand, bruv.
Yeah.
How do you know?
Or her.
How do we know?
You
Yeah,
just said
don't
they
know.
haven't done anything.
No, I'm asking on this story.
No, I was talking about that one. I don't know on this
Oh.
one, to be fair. I don't know who's going on. But everyone just, as my mum would say, get a grip. She would say, get a grip.
I can't imagine your mum is a big one for sort of fairy tales of love.
No.
The one doesn't fucking exist, Ali.
Get a grip. I hear stories about these people being cheated so badly. Get a grip. So she also says her mum used to have this saying which was about ugly people.
Right.
And she'd go, this was my granny, and she'd go, "Oh, the sights you see when you don't have your gun."
Fucking hell. I think.
Wow.
So boss, in
You're in
love.
love.
He feels the same. He's got kids. What's going on?
I would have.
Well, basically, it comes down to: is he going to leave them for you?
Yeah. Are you
Or
willing?
not.
And also, morally, are you willing to destroy a happy home?
Yeah, but it's not a happy home.
Herpes home.
A
What did you
herpes
just
home?
say?
Well, you know.
Destroy that.
You
That
can't
sounds like-
destroy herpes. You
No,
can't
but
destroy herpes.
in general, like, are you willing to rip apart what could potentially be a very happy home as well?
But it's not, because he's doing this, so it's not a happy home.
Well, you know, he's in love. He's not actually done anything yet.
But how much of that
He's
happy
fallen
home?
in love. That's a big action.
But has he though, or his, or actually,
Or is he
just
stringing
straight
her
again. We
along?
don't know is it he or she, so let's just call it
He or she?
or her,
Yeah.
or,
Or her.
they, or her. So,
Zay.
Zay, oh yeah, Zay.
Zay.
Anyway,
Z.
he's a boss, so he's probably a bloke.
Hmm.
So,
I will mute your microphone again.
yeah, classic women.
Put me down.
Yeah, put me down. Yeah, always trying to talk over. So I think let's say they.
Okay, for now.
How much of it is just, you know, them saying, oh, you know, I'm just in love with you because they're bored of their marriage and kids. You know what I mean?
But also, it might be legit.
It might be,
You've
but
got to find out, maybe.
I would say more often than not, it's a guy who's like probably in his 40s or 50s and he's bored of his marriage and kids, and he's this person is showing him attention and he's like, oh.
Younger person at the
Also,
office.
would you want to date the guy who's just left his wife and children
Well, I think it's
This
like
is another thing.
for someone who's his... No, what's the opposite of superior?
Yeah.
Inferior, but...
I think the reality
It's lesser.
His, yeah,
So,
subordinate.
Look, it can work, and there are people who have left their partners for other people, and they've ended up very happy together. Blah 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 blah. But more often than not, I would say it's a fucking disaster.
Also, bruv, let's be real here. Come on, get a grip. How many people think they fall in love with co-workers? Everyone's always banging each other. They're always like, maybe it is. You just see them every day. They're all right. You just get used to them, and you share similar jobs, so you think you have some sort of connection. I hate to burst the bubble here, but let's be real.
Hollywood's getting rid of that myth. Love doesn't exist,
Come,
mate.
let's be
Doesn't
real about
exist.
how many times do people meet through work, and also they want it to be a story. They want to meet through work, and look, obviously sometimes it does work out. Sometimes it does. But how many times do you just shag or whatever, you just see each other for a bit, and there's a bit of excitement because you work together, so that's sort of exciting. And there's power dynamics. I'm shagging the boss. He'd leave his wife over me or her.
But he very rarely, all I would say, he or she very rarely does.
Or they.
Yeah.
Or they.
Them. They very rarely ever does leave the bad partner to then go off with you,
You know
into
what
the
I mean?
sunset.
Again, my mum said that. My mum said that because my mate, she was dating a married bloke for 3 years. They were
3
dating.
years.
3 years they've been dating. And my mum just said, she said, fuck off. No, she didn't say that. She said, they never leave them. That's what she said. They never leave them.
Look, if you want drama, just
Switch lives with this other person.
yeah, or go watch fucking Real Housewives of wherever. You know, that's what you want. That's
But then
drama,
that-
isn't it? Go
if you watch too much of it, maybe you'll try to like imitate it in real life.
Well, I need
Maybe
to have a
that's
word
what's
with my
happening.
girlfriend because she just got that shitty app. Hey you, have you? Hey or
Oh,
whatever.
yeah, I've heard of it. Where it's got all
just-
reality TV.
It's just, you know, there's a Real Housewives of everywhere. There's Real Housewives of Preston.
Oh, Tom, you've got to come in and watch the Preston Wives.
So shit. And also they have like all like the job ones as well, like lorry drivers and like, you know, like
Yeah.
truckers or whatever. There's one about plumbers in Kent as well, which is just fucking awful.
I mean, of this club, Scott Penman, a Vauxhall Comedy Club
reality fame.
of reality fame. He's got one about being basically a British hillbilly. Caravan is caravanning.
Caravanning. Yeah.
Yeah.
I can't wait.
On Quest.
On Quest TV.
So
Can't wait. Yeah.
watch out for that. Bless him though. I hope that blows him up to fame.
Do
I
you
hope
think,
it goes well.
reality TV and real life has made a vicious cycle of people seeing reality TV dramas and want some of that themselves, pile it back in?
I definitely think I think the big ones, I think Love Island has affected how people speak and act in relationships.
Babe.
And all the words that people use, and
Yeah.
let's have a chat, and are we official? Have you heard of this new one on Instagram, the soft launch relationship? You know this?
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
You know Phoebe, you know?
Yeah, soft launch. Yeah, I like it.
When you, do you know it? When
Yeah, where you like put them in the background of photos.
So a picture of
Just like a
two,
wisp of their hair or just their hand on
and
a coffee cup.
Yeah, two glasses, whatever. And,
I like it.
Yeah,
A nice
yeah.
little soft launch.
I
Yeah.
do that, but the reveal is you.
Yeah. Just my underwear and things stolen. Yeah.
I soft launched my podcast co-host.
Hi.
Yeah. So look, hey, on this one, I think it's worth, Phoebe, as you say, I would check in and see, look, does he really love me? Does he really think about it? But I would take all of this with a huge old pinch of salt and just say, realistically, there's so many things at play that make this more interesting and exciting than it probably is. And as you said, Phoebe, if he's going to leave his wife and kids for someone who works for him, is he going to do it again?
Do it again. Yeah. That's solved. There you go.
Yeah, I would.
Ding,
I
ding.
would avoid at all costs. I mean, unless you could have an absolute. If he's got a breakdown, this is a good way. Speak to him, and if he's got a serious, detailed plan about how he's going to leave his wife and get, split the house and
child
move you into a
support.
place. If he's got a detailed plan and really thought this through, maybe there's something there. If he's just like, oh, I'll just.
I wish you were my wife. I wish she's not like you.
If he's got no plans, he's not
Yeah.
thought about actually leaving his wife at all.
Investigate.
When you said breakdown there, Tom, I thought you were going to say if he can break dance.
He can break dance.
Well, that's important for me. But
Throw three glasses at him and see if we can keep them in air, keep them in motion. Or alternatively, we always give alternatives. Alternatively, shag him and then get him to say things like, "You're so much better than my wife," and just see where that goes.
Get photo evidence of shagging him and then extort him for money.
Blackmail him, boom, or her.
Yeah, or them. Or them.
So that's Agony Uncle done with, I think. So
I
congratulations.
think that was successful.
That was very successful. It was much more
Smashed
successful
it.
than normal. So well done, everyone. And we move on to our final regular section, which is Fail Mail. Now, this is where we have ask you on a particular topic your failures and see if you can come in with anything that has happened to you on a particular topic. So this one. What is? Let me just get it
We
here.
did.
What is the most unusual thing that has attracted you to someone?
Yeah, what is the most unusual thing that has attracted you to someone? Basically, the reverse ick.
Reverse ick. So, we've got this. And don't think it's that unusual, but someone who's able to dance and good teeth. So,
welcome
Stop,
to the
you're in
party.
there.
let's see if juggling comes up in this section. How about this one? How they washed a silver tray.
Oh. That's some very posh people. That is an unbelievably wealthy person.
Yeah. I tell you what, my ick is though.
Yeah.
If they assemble the forks in the wrong order,
Bloody nightmare.
the fish knife isn't supposed to go there.
Yeah. That's like something out of a Eden Blyton novel, the way in which Quintus washed the tray.
yeah.
Got my blood racing.
Yeah, there was not a spot on there. He found every spot there, and hopefully he'd find my spot later. He liked Final Fantasy X.
Oh, fair.
Also, turns out not a great basis for a relationship. Liking
yeah.
Final Fantasy X. Oh, these are the official on the official AIDIF pod. If you want to follow us on the official AIDIF pod, you will make sure you get yours read out. So that will definitely happen. And also, we now post clips whenever GCSE Lucas finds time between shagging ISIS.
Yeah. And whatever the hell else he's got
You've
going
heard that's
on.
a legit sentence.
Yeah. It's his
Dating
girlfriend's
someone
called-
called
Are we gonna give any context there?
No.
No?
No.
Don't
No.
need it.
No.
Okay.
He can talk on his own podcast. Someone said, "Jupe cologne. Wear this, I'm under your spell. Gender doesn't matter when they've drowned themselves in this."
Wow.
So a real fan of the or her.
Yeah.
And that is from, do you know who that's from? We haven't heard from for a while.
Boots the optician.
It's from Jupe.
Yeah.
Get Jupe. No, actually, pay us to say that. We're going to cut that out. So that is from Hotel Simone.
Oh, cool.
From Miss Simone.
Cool.
Another Australian. Simone, I imagine Simone sounds something like this. "Hi, Tom."
God. I hope she doesn't. That's fucking awful.
Right, Tom, what you got?
Okay, so comedy, fair enough.
I mean, I got a few that said gingers. So,
Oh, really?
yeah, exactly.
Oh.
Phoebe. Thank you, but not thank you.
So
No, thank you at all.
possibly going on from what was also said, couldn't have him, was married.
I mean,
Oh.
but I don't think that's unusual as well. I think
Yeah,
that
that's not
adds to
actually
it.
weird.
Phoebe, have you had this before? Because I've definitely had this. I was in the back of a cab with a young lady. She was. I'm not making any jokes. No, I was a few years ago. She was actually older than me, so I like him. But she just kept going on. This was when I was at uni. We were going back to hers. She just kept going on about, do you think it's weird? Do you think it's weird how much I like gingers? Like, do you think it's weird that I like gingers?
I hate
like, so many
that.
people don't like them.
Fetish,
You know what I mean? I don't get it, but I think it's cool. But do you think it's weird? Like, it is weird, isn't it? That I'm like, you're literally saying that about who I am.
Yeah,
Oh, sweet fetish.
I hate it so much.
Okay, here we go. They had a recycling symbol on their profile. I'm in.
Yeah, but that for me would say they probably go through quite a few relationships. Like this.
Them replying with pardon instead of what.
And that gets them going.
Yeah, pardon.
I mean, there's an authority to it.
Learning they had a champagne in the fridge for years waiting for Thatcher to die.
I mean,
I guess political, I guess.
Yeah. Deep voice in a woman.
Oh, okay.
Hello.
Someone okay. Yeah. I also like them very muscular as well.
Yeah. And with a cock. Someone said, the ears.
The ears?
That's how they've said it as well. The ears. And then an emoji of ears. So... yeah. Fair enough. Imagine someone just picking you up by the ears and going, oh, yeah. Shagging you by the ears.
Ooh.
Just really getting into it.
Dirty hands, like with mud on them, like a workman.
Okay, yeah, no, I think that's a good one.
Height, always. Nah.
But
that's not unusual.
That's unusual. Someone said their glasses, so put some glasses on. Like the Clark Kent over the Superman. Very nice. How about this one? He was able to read a book and walk at the same time.
Oh.
Learning on the move, educated and athletic. And also the same person has said long fingers. So we would get on well. Have you seen my fingers? They're like...
Are you all finger?
E.T.
Yeah.
Thin and long. E.T. fingers.
I've got the exact opposite.
Short and stub.
I'm short and stub. Huge big palms, short fingers.
The technical term, I was talking to a doctor and they told me, so what the term is for that is chode fingers.
Wow. I've got someone here says the guy that they like dressed as Squidward.
What? That's a lot.
Into tentacle porn, clearly. Someone said, not me, but a girl who messaged me on Tinder told me she had a wheelchair fetish. Now, what's interesting about this, and we've had comments from this guy before, is this guy is in a wheelchair. So he said, not me, obviously they're gross, but someone's messaged me to say, I like wheelchairs. Also, I love that she's just come in with this one and gone like with the ginger stuff I was talking about, going, I love wheelchairs. You know we'll have sex out of the wheelchair. No.
This is weird. It's an immediate turn on if a guy doesn't want his butt played with. If a guy wants his butt played with, it's an immediate turn off. I think that's...
Okay, no, but I think I get that. I think the fact that she goes straight to that, I think maybe...
Butt is interesting, but fair enough.
Have you had much bum play, Tom?
Loads every week, yeah.
I can imagine that.
Yeah, it's good. You know, good old bit of bum play.
Tom! Let me put it up your anus. Just a finger.
Just get your sweet little bum hole over here for me, mate.
That's better. That's solid, yeah.
But unfortunately, she doesn't sound like that.
No. Dimples?
Yeah, I mean, but they're cute, aren't they? So, Phoebe, can you research what this is? Hearing him talking about topology optimization.
Oh, topology, I've heard of that.
Okay.
I think this is true. A boy with a set of quality matching towels.
Yeah, I'll give you that. Yeah, quality set. Like any kind of... Before I lived with my girlfriend, I had one my pillow, and then we had a spare pillow that if someone had a guest would be given the spare pillow. But
that is it. That is single boy.
Yeah.
Single man bed
horrible.
Is one set of sheets, one pillow, one towel.
Don't need it.
None has been washed for like 3 weeks.
Well, yeah, and when I do wash them, I'll sleep with no sheets for possibly 4 days.
Yeah,
so.
No, that's
someone's coming around to get the sheets.
Topology optimization is it's like 3D design spaces, I think.
What the fuck?
Well, what?
Someone.
It's a mathematical method that optimizes material layout.
Okay, this is more about being smart.
When we're talking about unusual, that is fair play to that.
I've got a good one from Emily downstairs.
Right.
She used to work in a bar, and there was a bartender with really bad eczema on his hands. And it just turned her on.
She was into the eczema hands.
She's like scratchy hands.
That's weird. Why?
I mean, she's got to look at herself in the mirror. That's mad. A broken nose.
The way he held the steering wheel in the car.
Yeah, but I think that is that people do say that if you do one, if you like reverse like that, and you can do a 3-point turn with one hand.
Solo, sexy.
People love that shit.
Oh, leather.
As long as they can actually drive.
Yeah.
No, this is me with the cars in the drive, just going like that. Really
just put my P plates on, and we're good to go.
Yeah. Someone also said big nose. An Excel spreadsheet.
An Excel spreadsheet?
Why would that be a turn on? Weird.
To be fair, if you've slaved over, if you've put a lot of effort into an Excel spreadsheet, there's a lot of pride that goes into that.
Yeah,
Okay.
exactly.
That's
Fair
some
enough.
corporate turn-ons right there. That is not.
An angry vein in the side of their head. I've got loads.
Yeah.
I've got loads, mate. His poetry getting published in the school paper. Yeah, exactly.
Aw.
Fair enough. And you know what his poem was? Hands, space, face.
Big eyes, freakishly big eyes.
Yeah.
Must love anime.
Yeah.
Proper spelling.
Oh,
Fair enough. And they
boo! I find that offensive.
That's anti-dyslexic
yeah, that's
propaganda.
anti-chat there, and you're going to hell.
Someone said this. He looked as if he could be cast as a supervillain in a spy movie.
Ooh.
And I somehow find that hot.
Oh, okay. I like it. I get on board with that.
They gave me a cookie. Yes, I am that simple, I'm afraid. Here you go. Here, come here. They're like, oh, you're fucking doing it for me. So, again, this is another one, Phoebe. Could you look this up, please?
Mm-hmm.
I have folliculophilia.
How are you spelling that?
So that is FOLLICULA.
So follicular.
Folliculophilia, then I suppose you're probably what. I think that is hair, maybe?
I think so.
Good.
A woman who is only attracted to men with a moustache.
Oh, yeah.
okay.
I like it.
Okay.
That's good. It's in fashion at the moment.
Moustache,
So
yeah.
whoever that person is, you're lucky.
Yeah. Good car parking skills, as we said. My husband's ringtone pretty much sealed the deal when we first met.
Was it Crazy Frog?
A ringtone.
To be fair, it was an absolute banger. Arguably my favourite song ever, Move On Up by Curtis Mayfield.
Okay, yeah, fair. But that's just like, that's not
He
really
was
the
like,
ringtone.
he was like,
is it?
mate, call me at 9 p.m.
Yeah.
Because who leaves their phone on
Yeah, and
off silent?
it was a Nokia. He programmed it in himself. Remember
Yeah,
when you
yeah.
used to get like a sheet of
It was
numbers?
polyphonic.
Yeah.
It went and she was like, take me fucking now. But also, yeah, I would put off by someone who doesn't have their phone on silent. What the fuck?
What's
no.
the weirdest thing for you?
Well,
guys?
I've got fucking loads here to get through
okay.
going on. Knowing facts, like for quizzes specifically, not useful knowledge.
Oh my God.
The older I get, the more I think I'm an acquired taste, written on his Bumble profile. So that's very specific.
Right.
The story of how he once got a cavity search. Someone said. Calling a needle for taking blood, stabby thing. How is this getting people off?
What?
How is this getting people off?
This really shows how sad the people are that listen to this podcast.
Thank you. My boyfriend is a total nerd and I love it. He should have dated nerds earlier.
This isn't a weird thing though. Everyone likes nerds.
Yeah,
Like
nowadays they're very-
Nowadays, it's like cool to be a nerd.
But yeah, 20 years ago you wouldn't have had that. Really nice wrists. I know it's mega weird, just the wrist.
Someone downstairs was just saying as well, wrists and hands, and they said Harry Styles has the best wrists and hands apparently.
Well, downstairs they're all getting the fucking plague hands
Yeah.
and they're loving all that shit, mate. So
What is it about hands? It's just like sturdy.
I suppose what they could
Don't
do,
know.
what hands
Yeah.
could do, very central. That he knows every line from Star Wars.
These are just so many nerds. Wow.
Yeah, this is killing me.
Crooked nose. There's a lot of noses going on here. Once I got attracted to someone based on the way he said bowl. It was a nice accent. Scars and bruises like trophies of war. Yeah,
Nice.
and look, and this is a different person. Excel spreadsheet skills.
This is some.
Out of this world conditional formatting, they've said.
You've been really repressed. You are very,
Yeah.
very repressed if you're doing that.
Men with painted toenails.
Okay, cool.
But- and they've
That's also very in at the moment.
Fair. They've said specifically not a feet fetish.
Yeah.
He told me he had been homeless and sort of slept rough. I thought it was a red flag. He was sort of well off, but at the time it came across as survivalist guts. Okay.
That was me.
Yeah.
A lot of my friends, we were talking about this and we were just like, actually, we just get attracted to people with like no money, no ambition, really. Their lives are falling apart. If their lives falling apart, if it looks like they need help,
I think
That's when
I think that's being a girl in your 20s. That like,
Is it?
yeah. I
Oh,
think once you hit your 30s, there's less women looking for dudes with
ideally,
no
I
ambition
wouldn't.
who live in a
Ideally,
van.
that's not the situation.
Actually, I think it's just being in your. Like, by the time you hit 28, there'll be people being like, "I'm not looking."
No,
for the
I'm not
van
doing
guy.
that shit anymore.
I
I'm
don't
not going
wanna-
to sleep with people who have one pillow.
Yeah.
Yeah. Just a few last ones. He worked at the grocery store, the only place I went during the first lockdown. So
Fair.
dance in the kitchen office with dance in the office kitchen, with headphones on.
Oh, he's doing breakdance. I'm in.
Someone said this one needs to be whispered into the mic. I think their sweaty smell.
Oh,
Oh, it does get endearing after a little while, I suppose.
Oh,
does it?
bless.
Well,
Bless these
unfortunately, I
people.
just date guys that can't wash properly, apparently.
Oh my
Clearly.
god! I would not want to smell. If anyone's stinky, it's such a.
That is a
turn
turn off. The bad breath.
Oh,
Final one, a nice
terrible.
positive one. He dressed up as Newt Scamander from Fantastic Beasts and pretended creatures were trying to escape his suitcase. And I thought, well, I'm going to have to bang him then.
Yeah, definite nerd, but great, amazing.
Lovely stuff. So yeah,
Posh
Tom,
hat.
do you have anything unusual that gets you turned on? I'm trying to think what. I mean, Phoebe, obviously, your stuff is like a grotty, gross guy who really is. Who says,
once-
"Sorry, I have a message for the last few days. Been crazy."
Lost my phone.
Yeah. I once kind of fell in love with a guy with the way he saved a pancake. Like, we made vegan pancakes and they all fell apart. And it was dreadful. And I was like, just prepared to throw it in the bin. But he was like patient with it. He was like, no, we'll save the pancake. And just diligently slaved away, saved the pancake. And I was just like, wow, I wish I was that pancake.
No, that's nice. I feel like I'm pretty basic, to be honest.
Just big old bangers.
I like yeah. yeah. To be I weirdly get turned on by huge tits. Like I guess that's why, I guess. And girls who suck dick like that, I don't know. Like when I'm weird like that, maybe I'm just weird.
A whopping set of bangers.
Yeah, whopping sets. Atrocious.
Yeah. Awful.
Yeah. I don't know, I guess I'm just weird because maybe I just like personality. I don't know.
Yeah.
Like maybe that's just.
I think it is nice if a girl actually makes like a funny joke. I think that's always.
But that's supposed to happen, mate.
Yeah. That's not unusual.
Someone's funny. Someone's really funny. That's good. Turn on.
I still remember the first time you were dating that lady, and you just said no, but like, it's weird because she actually has like a really good personality. It's nice, and I was like, Tom, they're supposed to.
Oh,
They're not just supposed to be beautiful lawyers who are evil.
Legally, we'll have to edit that out. I dated some people I'm not proud of.
But thank you very much to everyone who sent those in, and thank you very much to everyone who listens to this podcast. I really appreciate it.
Thank you so much, guys. You can follow me at all good social media platforms at Tom Elwes. Ali.
Same for me. I've got more previews coming out. So I'll be in Nottingham Sunday 9th. I'll be Camden 15th of Friday the 15th. If you want to come to Camden Comedy Club, those are the next two. But I've got more coming up over the next few months. I really appreciate you coming down because I'd love to practice my show before I go up to Edinburgh Festival with it in August. Phoebe,
You've got a preview with us as well.
preview with you? Yeah, that's in a while.
Vauxhall.
Was it that May 17th? Thanks for hooking me up, Phoebe. You have to pay for the previews around here. It's a disgrace.
You do. You get lots for it, though.
I think yeah, nearer the time of Edinburgh, maybe in July, might have changed AIDIF Tuesday to AIDIF Tom and Ali do an hour each.
yeah. Have you got any spaces for me this week?
Sorry, guys, can't get
Sorry,
you.
mate. Absolutely rammed. I've heard you book no one.
Yeah.
Absolutely rammed, mate.
Oh.
Absolutely
Oh.
rammed. We could literally do that, but we won't. Maybe we will.
Probably.
Phoebe, you got anything cracking?
Well, yeah, I'm performing tonight, so everyone will have missed that. And apart from that, no, I'm always at Vauxhall. Come find me at Vauxhall.
Come down.
Come
But
on.
until then, take care. Look after yourself. Stay safe. We really hope you're doing well. And thank you very much for listening. We'll see you next time.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye. Can I? Oh, I'm going to wave to them. You can cut it out if you want.
Nice. Do we actually have to edit that bit out about